Pokemon trainers, welcome back to another Beast EM2 video. Today we're going to go ahead and take a look at Mewtwo, Kyogre, and Dialga in the Master League. Let me go ahead and start off by saying don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into the commentary. So this right here was a great swap by my opponent to bring in that Metagross. I clicked on Side Strike and wasn't able to get that Shadow Ball in. But it is going to be okay because we're going to be able to charge up to a Shadow Ball. And this is now going to put pressure onto my opponent to either shield or let that go. As you can see, we were able to pick up both shields, which means it's going to be perfect for us to bring in Kyogre, as those waterfalls will be resisted right there. Meteor Mash is going to be coming in. We're doing neutral damage, which is perfect. We're going to let this one go just to see if it's going to be another Meteor Mash. We're able to resist that. And hopefully we're able to get the farm down right there. We do have a Blizzard, and if they bring in Dragonite, that is going to knock out the Dragonite. I believe we could survive a Dragon Claw, but we don't want to risk it because we did save up to a Blizzard. This Blizzard now is going to be coming in, and hopefully they have something weak in the back for this Kyogre, because that Dragonite got one shot right there. And they bring in Excadrill, and we're going to sack swap our Mewtwo to preserve our Kyogre and bring the Kyogre back. They did undercharge on their move right there, but we're able to bring in Kyogre and get to a surf and claim this first battle. So let me know down below what you guys think of the team so far. Let me know if you have any of these three Pokemon. Also, don't forget to leave a like on the video. Let's go ahead and jump into the next battle. Mewtwo versus Garchomp. Right here, we're gonna go ahead and go with the Side Strike. Simply to put pressure on our opponent. As you can see, we do manage to pick up the first shield. Garchomp now is going to be chomping down our Mewtwo. We are going to be able to shield this up because it could be a potential outrage. As you could see there, Sand Tomb would not have done so much, but that outrage is something we need to look out for. So Mewtwo is going to be throwing this Side Strike. We are able to pick up the second shield, which is perfect. If we don't get farmed down right there, we're going to be able to do a decent amount of damage to this Garchomp. So the Garchomp gets hit pretty hard right there. We're going to be looking to bring in Kyogre right here. Kyogre's going to be farming down this Garchomp. We are going to let this charge move go. It is going to be an outrage. Does a decent amount of damage right there, but that is going to be okay. They bring in Togekiss, and unfortunately though, our Kyogre is very low. So we're going to be able to get at least one surf down right there. And we're going to immediately bring in our Dialga. Dialga here is going to be doing super effective damage with those iron hits. But we are going to have to shield this. Unfortunately, it was an ancient power, which we would have been able to survive. Metagross comes in here now. And this is looking very bad, because we are going to be able to get hit hard by the Metagross with Earthquake. As you can see, we're trying to get to the Iron Head. We do not get to the Iron Head. And now Metagross has the upper hand right there with that Earthquake. Knocks us out and knocks out the Kyogre. So GG's to my opponent. Let's go ahead and jump into the next battle. Mewtwo versus a Melmetal. Right here, we're going to be going straight for the Shadow Ball. We are going to let this first charge move go through. It is going to be a Rock Slide. Does a decent amount of damage, but we are going to be able to get to that Shadow Ball comfortably right there. This right here, if it does get shielded, it does not get shielded, and it does a decent amount of damage. We are going to be able to take another Rock Slide right here. Mewtwo is not super tanky, but it will be able to take some moves. As you can see, this Shadow Ball now is going to be coming in. If they shield this, it's going to be good, but they are going to let it go down, which is going to be better right there. We cannot get to a Side Strike, so now we're going to bring in Dialga because we're going to be able to resist those waterfalls right there. Iron Head is resisted, but we're going to be coming in here with the Kyogre mirror match. They bring in their Mewtwo, which is going to be fine because waterfall damage is a lot right there against the Mewtwo. Surf does get shielded right there. And I believe this is going to be a Side Strike, and we will need to shield right there. And this is looking very good because, like I said, waterfall is chunking away at the Mewtwo. Mewtwo's going to be throwing another charge move, and we are going to be able to shield it. That Side Strike does get shielded right there, and we're going to be able to throw one more surf to that Mewtwo. This Mewtwo is going to shield, so all shields are officially down, and now they're going to be able to get to another Side Strike, which is going to be good because that means that we're going to be able to farm up a little bit more energy with our Dialga. we're a little slow on the swap and we actually get knocked out. And now this is Blizzard. It's going to do a decent amount of damage. It is Blizzard and it gets us very, very low. We are going to be going towards that Draco Meteor. And then we're going to be able to call it a GG's to my opponent. So there you go. Now we're going to jump into the next battle right here. Let me know down below what you think about the team so far. So Mewtwo versus a Dragonite. We're going to be able to go for the Side Strike right here. Dragonite's doing a decent amount of damage with those Dragon Tails. But that's so these Side Strikes will be a challenge for our opponent. We are going to be letting this Dragon Claw in. Simply because we want to save our shield since we do have a shield advantage. And we're going to be able to put pressure now on our opponent. As you could see here, Side Strike is going to get shielded. And unfortunately they are going to be able to farm us down. So now in comes Dialga. We're going to be able to do super effective damage and only receive neutral damage by our opponent. Superpower comes in, which is going to be perfect because that drops their attack. But we're not going to risk it and we're going to go ahead and double shield this Dialga because shields are down. And all we need to do is farm up to a Draco Meteor to hit this Groudon really, really hard right here. As you can see, Draco Meteor is about to be coming in. This Draco Meteor hurts so much towards that Groudon as it knocks it out. In comes Lugia, and we're going to be able to try to get to this Iron Head. We do have our attack nerfed a little bit right there, but that looks like it's not going to be such a problem because we still have a Kyogre. But this Lugia is actually charging up a lot of energy. And we do need to be careful with that Aerial Blast against the Kyogre. As you can see there, we're going to be able to swap into our Kyogre now. Aerial Blast is going to be the most likely move that they're going to throw right here. It cannot be Sky Attack. It is going to be Aerial Blast, which gets us very, very low. And we're going to be able to throw this Surf towards our opponent right there. And we're going to be able to maybe farm it down with our Dialga, as this matchup came very, very close. But GG's to my opponent. Let's go ahead and jump into the last battle right here. Mewtwo versus Origin Form Giratina. We're going to go straight Shadow Ball. In this matchup, you could also go Side Strike, but Shadow Ball will one-shot in case our opponent does not shield. Which in that case, actually it didn't one-shot, but it does a decent amount of damage right there. So now Ominous Wind is going to be coming in, and now we could go Side Strike right here. They did manage to swap into a Metagross, so once again we got baited. Once again we are able to swap into our Kyogre to do now neutral damage right there. Metagross is going to be looking to go probably Earthquake, so we are going to have to shield this because that will do neutral damage. But unfortunately it does Meteor Mash, which means we could have resisted that, but it is going to be okay. We're going to be able to throw this first Surf right here and knock out the Metagross. In comes Giratina, and look at that. We're going to be able to chip away. We are not going to shield because if it's a Shadow Ball, we'll still be able to survive it. It's just going to be Ominous Wind, and we are already down towards the last Pokemon, and our opponent kicks out right there. So there you guys have it. Let me know down below what you think about this team. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.